Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. Today is day 2 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. This is the 18th time we've done this series, and today's sketch was created by Katie Scott of the Scrappy Sisters, and I will have her details down below, and there will be a playlist of everyone playing along on this series. So I really didn't think I was going to get to play along with very many sketches because I knew I had this gift album that I wanted to create, and it was going to be a smaller scale book that I actually create myself. So I just really thought that I would just kind of go with the flow on this. And then I decided that, you know what, I could probably use some of those sketches and just scale them down. So that is what I'm doing. So throughout this month, you will actually see several pages created based off of these sketches. And today is the first page that I'm sharing with you. So my niece, who is the star in these pictures, her name is Annie, and she graduated from Iowa State this past spring in May, and she wanted to get some pictures of herself in her gown and around campus where she had gone to school. So she had me come up and take these pictures. And now I am creating a gift album to give to her with the my favorite ones that we took. So here, to get back to the layout, the sketch has these two pictures, which I have those shown right now. And so that was pretty much my inspiration, that I did have this one bigger one and one smaller one. And the rest, I just kind of put my embellishments where they were kind of indicated on the sketch. So from here, I kind of go from, not necessarily rogue, but I don't necessarily have my title where it's indicated in the sketch. And the sketch also kind of makes it look like there is mixed media on there, and I also did not do any mixed media as well. So here, and the other piece that I am doing is that almost all the papers that I'm using, that I pulled them out from, let me grab it here. So it's a book of papers, and it's by Elizabeth Craft Designs, and they are called Reminiscence, and they have, I believe, 7 books right now. And I have actually had every single book. They're approximately, let's see if I can find my T-square ruler to tell you. I think they're about 10 by, it doesn't say, that you get 2 of each design. They're double-sided. And yes, it is 10 inches by about 7.5 inches. And there are 32 double-sided sheets, and one is paperweight and one is a heavier weight. And for this project, since I was making the base of the layout out of black cardstock, that I could use either the heavier or the lighter weight papers as needed. So in some of the earlier books that I had actually used quite a bit of the papers, but the 2 newer ones actually had a lot of red and these white papers in it, and Iowa State's colors are red and gold, and so then I also threw in the black and the white as well, and some cream. So the rest of my embellishments I pulled from my 49 Market binders, so everything is pretty much 49 Market and Elizabeth Crafts papers from these books. So there are the basic details of everything that I put together here, and eventually towards the end of this month, once I have all the pages done and the book put together, I will do a video and walk through each of the pages and if you have any questions, you can leave those and hopefully I can answer those in that video. So here you can see that I had a gap there at the bottom, so I did fill that in with pattern paper, and then now I am filling in the rest of that frame with the photo here. And since this will not have any page protectors, it's a homemade book, that I am using liquid glue for everything just to make sure that I have good adherence to the paper and that everything, the book will hold up for years to come. So oddly enough, so then I also went through my letter stickers and titles and things like that to see if I had any pre-made things that would also work as well. And so I had a book of, well, not a book, was a thicker set that was actually a baby girl set. And so it had this congrats and it had girl. And so I just thought I'd be like, congrats, girl. So don't hesitate to look through everything that you have in your collection to see if it works. So even though this was from a baby collection, that it works fantastic on this. So yeah, so I get my title on there and get it spaced out, and then I will add the matching girl from the same thicker set and get that listed down there below. And then I believe I haven't added, okay, so I am going to pull a few more things from my collection of things that I'd pulled out in all the different colors. And so I have these tickets here, and those are 49 in Market. I had this other smaller one up there. And then I'm going to add, just to kind of mirror that same area up there at the top, I'm going to do something similar down here at the bottom. And it's going to kind of help ground this heart as well. So it's, even though the heart is touching the black banner there that everything's on, I'm kind of testing everything out here, but I end up not using all of those things. And so here you can see me trying to pry that up just a little bit to get those tickets in underneath. And I get it up enough to get them in there. And actually, I think I cut that ticket in half, and so I didn't have very much to stick up underneath that piece of ephemera. And now I am digging to find some foam adhesive to add to that heart. And I'd recently cut apart my Vicki Boutin Christmas foam stickers from a couple years ago that I had used most of them, and so I was cutting them up to put into a smaller container. And I felt that I could use that foam on my layouts and pages. So that's what I ended up using there. Just cut off a small piece and put it behind that heart there. And let's see, so the final piece, I believe that, again, digging into my enamel shapes and dots, and these are super old from Fancy Pants that I'm not sure if they ever stuck, that once you take them off this sheet, there is no sticky on there. So it sticks to the sheet, but they are not sticky at all. So I did definitely need to add additional adhesive to make sure that those stick. And I think I finished off all the red on one sheet, so getting the things used up and getting them to their scrappy potential here. So that is pretty much going to wrap things up. I've got some close-up shots here of this page. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. Otherwise, I will have the playlist down below of everybody playing along, and as well as a list of where you can find these close-up shots on my Instagram account as well as Pinterest. So thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.